Wednesday show. Wednesday show. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 839th episode of the Wednesday show. Today is September 17th, 2025. I'm your host, as always, Friend Dodge. Hello. Today we are coming to you guys from Epcot, where our whole show is going to be us exiting the park. Where we do some trivia, we're going to do some fun facts, just kind of taking in the nice serenity of Epcot at night. It's been a while since we've done an Epcot show. At night, that is. So essentially I had some friends in town that I have not seen for quite some time, and they wanted to meet at Epcot today, and they've got a new baby, so they got here a little bit later due to the feeding, and because of that, we spent a lot longer here than we originally planned to, and yeah, they just said goodbye, and I said, I gotta do the Wednesday show, so here we are. Alright, but as always, tonight's episode is sponsored by our wonderful Patreon pals. If you're one of our Patreon pals out there in the chat room right now, give us an oh yeah. Like we got people slowly coming on here. Alright, so for those of you guys who are just joining us right now, we are coming to you from Epcot today. We just said goodbye to some of my friends, and we are currently heading out of the park, but I figured, you know what, we're going to take our time exiting the park. We're going to point out fun facts, details, all that other fun stuff. If you're one of the people who's been with us since the start, I apologize that we are repeating things right now. And if you enjoy being in the parks, we, of course, always do have our Saturday in the parks every single Saturday at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. We do a live broadcast from someplace found throughout the Walt Disney World Resort. You never know where we're going to be, but I promise you we'll always be coming to you live from someplace in Disney. Alright, so while we exit out of here, I need you guys to answer in the chat room, what is your favorite Disney park at night? Can be any of them. There's 12 Disney parks. We got 4 here at Walt Disney World. We got Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Disney's Hollywood Studios, Disney's Animal Kingdom. We got Disneyland, California Adventure, Tokyo Disney Sea. We got Hong Kong, Shanghai, Disneyland Paris, and the brand new, well now it's a new name, the Disney Adventure Park. When it comes to nighttime parks, my favorite's Magic Kingdom. Disneyland is up there, but there's some parts of Disneyland that I just don't like at night. It's just not as well lit. But at the same time, there's some parts that I really like. Over here we got the Canada Pavilion, known for their bacon and syrup. No, and they're lovely people. I was actually just with 2 Canadians tonight. Both of them with the same first name. Yeah, one person whose favorite is Magic Kingdom. Yeah, I just love Magic Kingdom at night. I really do like Epcot at night too. It does have a different ambiance. I do like the music. You can hear the music in the background right now. So currently right now we're at World Showcase, but we're literally at the entrance of World Showcase. So we started watching the fireworks and walking out from the American Adventure. And we made our way towards the front of the park, and then I ditched my friends. Well, I said goodbye. But I left them, and then I ran back as far as I could until it hit 9:30, and I was able to get myself right to the UK Pavilion there. There's like that misty look right now. That's from the smoke from the fireworks. So the fireworks ended about 15 minutes ago. It's kind of lingering today. This is kind of cool too. It's tough to see this during the day. I've seen it before during the day, but I always forget to look at night. So this is Italy. This is Germany. And then if you see these lights right here, that's actually the Riviera Resort. That's the 2 R's that are found on the corner of the resort. While we're here, let's do a fun fact. So if you look, let's first off see if we can get to that double R's. And it's tough to see. But if you look at that massive building that's on the backside of Germany, that was originally supposed to be a riverboat ride. So there was going to be multiple attractions found around World Showcase on opening day. We're going to have the attraction that is still found over at Mexico. Now it is themed around the 3 Caballeros. But originally it was El Rio del Tiempo, the River of Time. And then we did not have Norway on opening day, but we did have China. And China we had the Circle Vision film, which has changed a little bit throughout the years, but not a whole lot. And then over in Germany, we were supposed to have that river cruise attraction. Italy, just always been food-based. Don't blame them. Their food's delicious. Over in America, we have always had the American Adventure. Japan, no attraction plans. Morocco was not around on opening day. France, we had Impressions de France, which, fun fact, that is actually the only attraction found in Epcot that's still the exact same attraction as it was on opening day. The only thing that's changed about it is they have digitized the film for it, but besides that, everything of that attraction is the exact same film. It's the only attraction that still is the exact same as it was on October 1st, 1982 here. And then over at UK, we don't have an attraction, and then over here at Canada, we've always had a Circle Vision film that has changed drastically throughout the years. My favorite version is still the Martin Short version. The new one, it's okay. It's not my favorite, but it's okay. Let's go to the left. I'm just waiting for this family to... Oh, they're going with us. Alright, so while we head over to this area, right now it is the Food and Wine Festival, and we discovered something today. There are 3 brand new characters, none of them with names, that can be found in this section of Food and Wine.
I was going to take the tourists, see about taking them on Jewish holidays. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
So over here we got the forest and fields. If you look at the top here, we do have that squirrel. We did some little digging to figure out what the squirrel's name was, and his name is Squirrel. But over here is Squirrel's Garden. We got first prize at the very top there for the pumpkin. And over here we've got all the little ladders made specifically for squirrel. We got another ladder right here and a little shovel in the rake. But over here we do have the backstory of Squirrel. So Squirrel loves to farm and gather in the forest and the field. With every passing harvest, greater grows his yield. At every country fair, he snatches up first prize. His ambitions never ending, as is his biz enterprise. So I do like the fact that we do have a little backstory for Squirrel. Hopefully we can get over here too. We can do the ones for the bear and the fox. Is it closed off? It's not closed off. Yes. I can do a hidden Mickey we found today too. Maybe like the owl up there. But over here is our dear bear is often found around the apple mill, but it's her delightful baking that's garnering goodwill. Her favorite thing is mulling over brand new recipes with autumn fruits and flavors, which she bakes and serves with glee. And if you look at the top of the table here, you can see like there's a paw print right there. I like these little covers on the picnic tables too. Give it a little festive fall vibe. We got the Hit It Mickey right here, made of the pumpkin and the 2 apples. Okay, our last character is my favorite of the 3, the fox. I don't know if that's just because he was the first one I found, but he's my favorite. It's Olive Harvest Hollow, who's the most debonair of chaps, who dines on tasty dishes in between his naps. He rarely shares his bites, even though he should, for he is the best bit fox in the Bramblewood. Yes, up there we got the image of the fox on the Bramblewood bite sign. Not on this sign though. Yeah, I don't know. Between all the different festivals here at Epcot, food and wine is just, it's my least favorite. But I'm just not a food person. I am totally the wrong audience for this festival. There's a lot of food people out in the world. There's a lot of drinkers in the world. I'm just not one of them. The waterfall that's going up there. Imagination here. It'd be cool if we had a monorail. Oh, hey. Perfect timing, monorail. So the lights on the bottom are going between purple and orange. This is just for Halloween season. So 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 2 years ago, sometime around, they had it so they would only do the special colors during a actual party night. And then this year they've just decided, you know, it's Halloween season, we're just going to put it every single night, even though it's September. But they've also been going up since October, or not October, since August. You know, today I did dinosaurs 7 times. And then I came over here and I did nothing. Thank you, too. Over here we did... I was starving, so I said, I just want food. So we ate at Regal Eagle, and then we met up with our friends, and we did a walk around. It was very nice, very relaxing. Just being able to catch up with everyone. We did a walk around World Showcase. So actually, if we were able to get into World Showcase, which is, I just was not able to get any further than the UK, I almost was able to do 3 trips around World Showcase today, but sadly, I was only able to fit 2 in. Alright, let's start making our way to the front of the park here. While we're walking up here, someone give us a topic about anything and everything Disney, and let's do some Disney trivia. So first topic that we see pop up into the chat room will be our topic of choice. Casey, wasn't it your birthday a few weeks ago? Oh yeah, just hit my step bill. Let's go around this way.
I've seen a lot of people in the shop.
So this is going to be our new section here at Epcot. A lot of people don't like it. I personally love it. However, I kind of wish they would have kept the construction walls up right here. because this area right here was the most peaceful and relaxing spot in any Disney park, in my personal opinion. I used to come over here, just kind of relax, maybe write a book or two, and just kind of take it in, because we had a barrier right here, so not many people would ever go back in this area. And then sadly, not sadly, I'm glad that this area is open, but they took the construction walls away, and then this area is not relaxing at all, because this is where the band is. And so instead of being a nice peaceful area, it's now a nice loud area for the most part. But we still have it so over here you can charge your phones, you can still kind of relax. It also gives you some pretty unique views of Spaceship Earth. So you want, okay, so that's a fun fact. That's not trivia. Let's do a fun fact about Spaceship Earth. Okay, so Mary wants to know why you can't get wet when you're not underneath Spaceship Earth. First off, let's also talk about how cool the lighting is here, because right now it's green and blue here, and that's also the color of Spaceship Earth. And these lights will change to match up with whatever's on Spaceship Earth. The lights on the ground here, though, have not been working, and it makes me sad because they were really, really cool additions to this area when they were working. Okay, so the reason that you do not get wet when you're still underneath Spaceship Earth is there is a massive drain system that is on Spaceship Earth. So there's all the little triangles there. And the way that the water falls down Spaceship Earth, there's going to be obviously a few different spots where there's going to be dripping water. Just because, you know, some water drops are just going to miss that area. But when you go under there, they're going to be catching on to a little, you know, gutter system. The gutter system is going to filter all the water down through a pipe. That pipe's going to come down. It's going to go under all of this and head out right out to World Showcase Lagoon. So out on World Showcase Lagoon, all the water that is actually being fallen onto Spaceship Earth is actually being filtered and gushed out into Spaceship Earth, or not, into World Showcase Lagoon from Spaceship Earth, which is really cool, really fascinating. Let's also talk a little bit about this, because there are now a few different sections of Future World. I still call it Future World, but this is going to be World Nature, starting over here. So the way that these pillars are created does kind of look weird, especially during the day. But at night, when you got the lighting kind of right, you can see that they're supposed to represent trees, because we are in World Nature. Now, if you go over to World Discover, that's going to be the central area over here. It's more of sit back, relax, enjoy the vibes. And then when we get to the seating area over here, it's going to be featuring the other section over here. Oh, all these people. But this seating area, along with this area over here, which I really like this area, I just wish they would utilize it a little bit more than just this little pin store over here. But if you take a look at the work down here, so the work down here is supposed to emphasize what's going to be happening over on that side of Creations. And as you can see, it's kind of tough to see because of the picture right now. But you can see that everything here is kind of at a curve. It's all kind of moving in with the fluid, the flow. And that's because we're kind of doing this whole go with the flow thing here. Now, when you get over to that area, it's all mechanics. And so to talk a little bit about that, I wish we could get over there right now, but I see cast members on both sides, so we can't get into those areas right now. They've closed them off for the night. But the two areas here are, especially when it was Future World East and West, it really, really helped finalize it. But all of the different curbs that are found in Future World East and West would reflect the attractions that were actually found in those areas. So if you would go over to the planters that are over on this side, there was no beginning, there was no end. There was no point. There still is no point that any of those things come to because they flow. Like the land flows through the hills, or how the river flows in the ocean. Well, the river's not the ocean, but water flows in the ocean or rivers or what have you, and how imagination flows. There's not a single start and a single stop endpoint. It all is connected in a giant flowing motion. While over here, we have, now things have changed a little bit, but we've got Guardians of the Galaxy, which used to be the universe of energy. We have Mission Space, space exploration. We also have Test Track, the idea of mechanics. All of the different curbs that are over there have a single point start and a single point end spot because those things are more mechanical. They have to have a start point, they have to have an end point, because if they don't have a start point and end point, well, things aren't going to work. So there has to be logic, there has to be things that are connected from one point to another point. So even the little curbs that are found here in Epcot have a story to tell. Alright, let's head up and see Walt. So if you did watch my video a few weeks ago, we did go up to GU82, which is going to be the restaurant that's right up here. Really cool restaurant. I'm not a drinker at all. We talked about that earlier when we were talking about the Food and Wine Festival. But it's worth going in there at least once if you're a fan of Epcot, because there's a lot of really cool details that can be found in that area. Let's move this area right here. Alright, over here we got Walt Disney himself. It's called the Walt the Dreamer statue. This debuted on December 5th of 2023, so almost 2 years ago. December 5th being Walt Disney's 122nd birthday was the day that this debuted. I want to have it so he's looking out at his park, his final dream here. A lot of people coming up to get pictures right now. It's kind of crazy because the rest of this video we've not had many people around us at all. Yeah, so inside of there, there's some really cool pictures of like monorails and Spaceship Earth and different things in there. And so I got the classic Coca-Cola for my drink, and it came with like a few ice cubes that were like round, and I was like, well, you should have had it so these cubes were triangular like Spaceship Earth. And our server was like, oh, well, there is one drink that comes with a triangular ice cube that looks like Spaceship Earth. So he brought us that one. I played with it for the rest of the time. It reminded me of the baseball diamond from Muppets Take Manhattan, like the diamond that looks like a baseball. That's why they called it a baseball diamond. From not Muppets Take Manhattan, the Great Muppet Caper, I mean. So right now, Spaceship Earth is under a few-month refurbishment. It is supposed to open up before the year is up. We were walking into the park today and we could see a lot of cast members up there, so I'm thinking it could be open fairly soon, but Project Tomorrow is currently closed as well. That's going to be that little play area they can find after the attraction. Cool. Spaceship Earth is currently not operating. GU82 is still welcoming guests. So if you're here and you want to go to GU82, you still have a chance. We are going to be going to the Beacon Barrel. I think it's tomorrow. It's our first reservation. We got a few reservations kind of scattered around. I'm going for the details. I'm not too excited about the food and drinks, but I am very excited about the details. Alright, we've asked this one before, but let's ask it again. How many triangles are on Spaceship Earth? It's been a while since we asked this one, actually. If you want to, we can kind of go through and count. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to count. So the correct answer is there is 11,324 triangles up on this glorious, glorious Spaceship Earth. And the easiest way to remember that is 11, the first number, and 324, that's my birthday. So, you know my birthday, you should know how many triangles are on Spaceship Earth. If you don't know my birthday, well then good luck to you. Oh, they get the pin that I need. The store, but the store's closed. Alright, we'll head up this way. We'll hang out here for a few minutes, and then maybe we'll walk up to Herbie together. So here we get the flags for Epcot. These are going to be representing the different pavilions that are found throughout Epcot. Yeah, worlds. Well, we got nature, we got the land, we got the sea. Sorry, going through the other things. The land, the seas, imagination. Look at that thing. All right, while we're here looking at Spaceship Earth, we already asked what's your favorite park at night. I want to know what is your favorite park icon? So here we obviously have Spaceship Earth. Over at Magic Kingdom, we've got Cinderella Castle. Over at Animal Kingdom, we got the Tree of Life. And over at Hollywood Studios, I won't give you any of the three. You can say Tower of Terror, because that's the current one. You can say the Eiffel Tower, because that was the original one. Or you can say the Sorcerer Mickey's Hat, because that was the second one. My personal favorite is, I do love, obviously, Cinderella Castle, but also at the same time, I do love the Tree of Life. This guy is getting really close to me. He's doing what we're doing, but he's a lot louder about it. I know exactly who it is too. He's a constant streamer. My friend follows him. At night, Spaceship Earth. Now, if you had to throw other parks in there too, as much as I love Cinderella Castle, the castle that's found over at Disneyland Paris is unbelievable. That is one of the coolest castles I've ever seen in my life. And then over at, my least favorite is, from what I've seen, because I haven't seen all of them, but California Adventure right now, I'm trying to think of what it is right now. Because sometimes it's the Carthay Circle Theater, which is okay, but it's not going to put it up there. Sometimes it's the Mickey Fun Wheel, or Pixar Pal Around, whatever you want to call it. It's changed its names a lot. This is nice, easygoing, relaxing. You know what this reminds me of right here? With the water spraying, it kind of reminds me of when you're on the Disney cruise and you're late at night, you're sitting on the top deck, and they got the little pool going on the side there. Just kind of, it's relaxing. It's I want to go on a cruise so bad. I've got one planned. Actually, I've got a few planned, but not soon enough. They need to hurry up and get here. Hopefully by tomorrow would be great. I love the Epcot entrance music too. Alright, we'll keep on walking. We'll walk you guys all the way to Herbie. We'll end this show at Herbie. So the music here was created by a huge Epcot fan. She said that she grew up with Epcot being her favorite park, and when they asked her to do the music for here at the entrance, she wanted to give paid tribute to some of the old ones, so that's what she came up with. Have a good night. I am not parked on this side, but we're going to take this side and walk around. Actually, before we do that, let's do one more fun fact that's out here. Because while every single park dedication is found inside the park or around the world, this is the only one that's found outside the park. So here we have, to all who come to this place of joy, hope, and friendship, welcome. Epcot is inspired by Walt Disney's creative vision. Here, human achievements are celebrated through imagination, wonders of enterprise, and concepts of a future that promises new and exciting benefits for all. May Epcot Center entertain, inform, and inspire, and above all, may it instill a new sense of belief and pride in man's ability to shape a world that offers hope to people everywhere. Card Walker. But I've always found it funny that this is the only one that's outside the park. And also, keeping with tradition of Magic Kingdom, the dedication on this one is not on October 1st. They did not dedicate it on opening day. It was actually dedicated a few weeks later. This one was October 24th. During Destination D a few weeks ago, they had Roy Disney's grandson. So there's Roy O. Disney, Walt's brother. He had a son named Roy E. Disney, Roy Edward Disney. And this is Roy Edward Disney's son, Roy Patrick Disney. And Roy Patrick Disney was talking about how he was there on opening day of the Magic Kingdom. But the date that he shared with everyone was October 23rd, 1971. And I thought the crowd was going to turn on him because I don't think they realized that that was the day that the park was dedicated and not the day that the park opened. So in his mind, that was the day that the park opened because that's when he was there. And that's when his grandpa did the dedication. But in reality, it was a few weeks later. We're not taking a tram. We're gonna walk it. But I did feel really bad for him because I was like, you could tell the whole crowd was really mad. And then later on, he did make a mistake and he said, "Oh, you know, when Snow White came out in 1934, and the crowd was like, whoa, who is this guy?" Well, he's Disney royalty.
There's a London Cup.
As you board,
Even the parking lots are nice and relaxing at night. So, I don't think you have any other people talking about that. My personal favorite thing is if you go to Magic Kingdom And you don't have to close out the park, but if you go late at night or later in the day, I love walking from the Magic Kingdom to the Magic Kingdom parking lot because it's a 2-mile walk. You go past the Grand Floridian Polynesian until eventually you get over to the parking lot. But by the time you get to the parking lot, it's kind of like this, where there's not a lot of people around. Granted, they're working on this one right now. They've been putting new pavement in here. But it's kind of nice and relaxing when you're walking past these parking lots. There's absolutely no one around. Especially after it rained. It rained quite a bit today. I was hoping we'd see a monorail go by. That's why I wanted to go this way. We might still see a monorail go by, but I don't think we will. We are on the other side of the road though. In the first row. So the question is, will we see Herbie first or will we see a monorail first? Oh, there's a monorail in the station right now. Oh, there she goes. And as long as the other tram is there, let's cross the street here. But I'm guessing we'll probably still be, I'm guessing there's probably like 50 cars in the parking lot at this point. Park closed 1 hour and 7 minutes ago officially, but then the fireworks went on until about 47 minutes ago. Oh, that tram's running away. It's not even here anymore. It literally has fled the parking lot. That's funny. Every now and then you'll see that. The worst is sometimes those trams will move from park to park. Not often, but sometimes it happens. And you'll be on World Drive, which is that main road that goes up towards Magic Kingdom parking lot. And you'll get stuck behind a tram on World Drive, which is like a 45 mile per hour speed limit. And you're just like, oh my gosh. Because those things only go about 20 miles per hour. Okay, come on, monorail. We got Spaceship Earth there. No monorail though. I can see Herbie off in the distance. I don't know if you guys can see Herbie yet. I can definitely see Herbie. There's people taking pictures of Herbie right now, actually. That's always the worst, because then there's times where it's like, I don't want to interrupt your picture, but I kind of have to, I want to go home. Hate to break it to you. Jiminy Jilliker, sir. Can you please move? Oh, you know what we could have done is I could have parked. I've been like second guessing how. So I wasn't sure what time I was going to leave. My plan originally was to have it so I was going to get home in time for the Wednesday show, and then I'm glad that I stuck it out. Hung out with my friends for longer. Then I was like, oh, I should have parked over at Studios, and then I could have had it so we walked past the boardwalk and stuff. Could have done that for the show. Now I'm kind of like, oh, I could have done Magic Kingdom, and we could have taken the monorail. We could extend the monorail anywhere. I would take it to my house. And I got the little toy monorail at my house, so halfway there. I just need to have it so it connects to this one. Now, I think it'd be cool to have it so if you could connect the monorail to, I think like Disney Springs would be kind of cool. Because you could add, so at this station right here, you could transfer over, because Disney Springs is about 2-3 miles that way. And then it would kind of make perfect sense too. Because then you can still have it so you could literally go from Magic Kingdom to Disney Springs. At the same time, I understand why they probably won't ever do that. That's because they know people will probably just park at Disney Springs and take the monorail over, or they just start charging people to park at Disney Springs. I don't know if that happened. I like going to Disney Springs and getting my free parking. Here's the monorail. Which section of the all Disney parking lots? Here's Herbie. Yeah, Herbie. Ooh, that's a good question. I would say section 300. No, 400 at Magic Kingdom, which is the section on the far right when you're pulling in. Just because usually when I get to Magic Kingdom, that's when they are usually parking in that area. Not always, but a lot of times they are. And I go to Magic Kingdom more often than I go to the other parks. So logically, I would guess it's that. It's either that or this section or that section of this parking lot, or also row 315 at Hollywood Studios. I get row 315 all the time. I don't know why, but it's row 315 almost every time. Okay, but we're going to be wrapping up this broadcast right here with that honking horn in the background. As always, thank you for joining us for tonight's Wednesday show. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We'll be back next week in the studio going through and talking Disney with you guys. So if you guys want to join us for that, make sure you join us next Wednesday at 9:30 Eastern Time, or make sure you join us on Saturday at 1 o'clock Eastern Time right here on this channel to go live from the parks in the afternoon where it's a little bit more light out. In addition to that, our crazy challenge video has now passed 1,800 views. Yay! Thank you everyone so much for helping us get to that point. But we're getting closer and closer to 2,000. So keep on watching, keep on spreading the word. Let's get to 2,000 by tomorrow. I think we can do it. So spread the word a little bit more, or watch it a little bit more if you have not watched it recently. As always, remember that anything can happen if you let it. Until next time, have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye.